The thing with Hakim Ziyech is he had a bit of, he started a little bit later the season due to fitness reasons as well. His first start was actually only last week in the Premier League, that is. But Gary, you're surprised that he's settled in so well?
Well, I think when a player joins a new club, you never know quite how long it's going to take. And Ziyech has got into the first team and looked totally at home. You know, I personally like wide players playing on the opposite side. So he's left-footed, but he plays on the right. It means he can come inside. I'm thinking about James, for example, at Everton at the moment as being that type of player. When I look back a few years ago at Chelsea as well, Ian Robben, for example, on that right-hand side, although sometimes he played on the left for Chelsea, but on the right, coming inside on his left foot. You know, I think he's got nice touch. You know, the one thing I was really hoping he was going to say in that interview when the guy said to him, you know, why is it that you've settled in here at Chelsea so well? I was just hoping he was going to say, because I'm a good player, because he is. There's no two ways about it. He's a good player. I would say look, what I've seen so far, and having seen bits of him at Ajax as well, I would put him in the category, he's a top player.
He is a top player indeed, Mario. I mean, you know him so well. As you said, you have spent a lot of time with him. What are some of his best qualities, you think?
Some of his best quality, okay, away from what Gary already said, you know, he's a top player. Why is he a top player? It's because of his technical ability, you know. I mean, when you come to Ajax, the system that they build up is a technical aspect. Because physically, we're not always up to task to compete with people, but technically we are. And I think if you look at a Ziyech, it's a strong player. You might not look it, but he physically is it. So left foot, great. As a human being, he's a real fighter. You understand? Maybe also because the cultural side, because you know we in Holland and in Amsterdam where he came to from Twente, it's just about like how he positions himself. He's a real guy that tried to achieve the better for himself, and the only way to do that is also what he's good at is his stamina. His stamina, it looks like this guy will never get tired. So now it comes down to how long and how effective can he stay for that team. And the longer you progress that effective side, what he created at Ajax, because a team of Ajax without a Ziyech was not the same league and the same level. So now that he's gone, even Ajax now is trying to pick up the momentum to making sure they can fill the gap. So now Chelsea has him. For Ziyech, it's now, can he create the same comfortability that he had at Ajax in the sense of being so crucial for the team? And when he does that, then we got a really a good player, you understand, that wants to feel great about himself. Because the way that, like Gary said, yeah, is it the top player? Yeah, he's the top player. I don't doubt about that. When he went to Chelsea, it was a normal buy. But now we just have to continue.
You don't think we've seen the best of Hakim Ziyech just yet for Chelsea then, Mario?
No, because I think the best for Hakim Ziyech is that we see a confident guy, but I know he can be way more confident and way more dominating the game. And I think when he gets to that point, that's when we're going to see the guy that we really want to see.
But you're talking about his physical abilities as well. Does he maybe remind you a little bit of Riyad Mahrez, Mario?
Yeah, he has that, but I think Mahrez has that dribble sense of like when he comes at you, he's trying to take you on. I think Ziyech has his passing skills and the way of delivery. I think sometimes it's a little bit different than Reyes does. Reyes is more the guy that they both got great controls of the ball, but I think Reyes is more an individualist in the sense of like he's trying to create danger himself, while I feel like Ziyech can open doors for a lot of other players. I think that's what he's good at.
I think that's also another ability to him as well, Gary. Like Mario said, he can open doors for a lot of players. It's that versatility that, again, adds to how important you are to the team, isn't it?
Yeah, I think when he has the ball, you're never quite sure what he's going to do with it. And by that, I mean opponents are. Certainly has an understanding with teammates. You know, he's picked out the run in the first half of Kovacic, for example. You know, the two balls that he's delivered into the far post. You know, great pace on the ball, great flight on the ball, direction, which, you know, led to goals. Yeah, I think he's got lovely disguise. I think that's a better word, as opposed to not knowing what he's going to do. He's got disguise. And of course, as an opponent, that is so difficult then to read.